Where do the richest Americans live? 1. Bill Gates' net worth, $81 billion. Home, Medina, Washington. Gates spends most of his time in his 66,000 square foot mansion in Medina, Washington. The mansion overlooks Lake Washington. Gates took 7 years and $63.2 million to build the house, which is full of many high-tech elements. He bought the property in 1988 for $2 million, but is now valued at $170 million, according to officials. 2. Jeff Bezos' net worth, $67 billion. Home, Medina, Washington. Bezos took over a staggering amount of real estate while building her e-commerce empire, ranking 26th in land. List of the largest landowners in the United States over the past year. In terms of housing, he owns a 165,000-hectare ranch in West Texas, a waterfront home in Washington state, 3 connected apartments in Century Tower in Manhattan and a 12,000-square-foot property in Beverly Hills. His home in Medina, Washington, near Amazon's headquarters, boasts 5.35 acres and approximately 29,000 square feet of living space. In addition to the main building, Lake Washington also has a janitor's cabin and a 4,500 square foot boathouse. 3. Warren Buffett fortune net worth, $65.5 billion. Home, Omaha, Nebraska. Although some of the smartest investors on the planet own a lot of real estate investments, Buffett, 86, is known for his humble life. His home was purchased in 1958 for $31,500 in the corner of Omaha, Nebraska. Since then, Mr. Buffett has been living there. Built in 1921, the home has gone through several expansions to make it a cozy and comfortable 6,500 square foot home for men worth over $65.5 billion. 4. Mark Zuckerberg net worth, $55.5 billion. Home, Palo Alto, California. The youngest wealthy entrepreneur invests most of his fortune in schools, healthcare and other philanthropy. His real estate portfolio includes a home in Palo Alto and a $9.9 million pedestrian near Dolores Park in San Francisco. Zuckerberg purchased a 5,000 square foot artisan-style home in Palo Alto for $7 million in 2011. Over the next few years, he bought the 4 surrounding houses for about $43.8 million to better protect his privacy. However, his plans to demolish and rebuild 4 houses have stalled. 5. Larry Ellison net worth, $49.3 billion. Home, Woodside, California. Oracle President Larry Ellison has an extensive real estate portfolio. He bought a significant portion of Malibu and the entire area around Lake Tahoe. He owns a $70 million beachwood mansion in Newport, Rhode Island. Villa with garden in Kyoto, Japan. According to a published report, 98% of the land on Lanai, Hawaii's 6th largest island, was purchased by him in 2012 for $500 million. Worth $. The $110 million property in Woodside, California, is modeled after 16th century Japanese architecture with 2.3 acres of man-made lakes. 6. Michael Bloomberg net worth, $45 billion. Home, Manhattan, New York. Michael Bloomberg, former New York mayor, 74, owns more than a dozen properties worldwide. He spends most of his time in his Upper East Side townhouse, but he also owns properties in the Hamptons of New York and London, Bermuda, Colorado and Florida. Located at 17 East 79th St. Bloomberg's townhouse is 5 stories high with a limestone facade. For 3 terms as mayor, Bloomberg lived in the mansion instead of Gracie. But he obviously has plans to make it a metropolis. Since 1989 he has been gradually buying apartments on 19 East 79th Street and a townhouse located next to his current residence. According to the New York Observer, Bloomberg now owns 5 of 6 apartments in a white 1880 Greek Revival-style building.